Gone Girl, directed by David Fincher and released in 2014, is a psychological thriller that delves into the complexities of marriage, media manipulation, and the facades people create in their lives. Based on the 2012 novel of the same name by Gillian Flynn, who also wrote the screenplay, the film is a gripping narrative that constantly blurs the lines between victim and perpetrator, truth and deception. The beginning. A marriage in crisis. The story begins on the morning of their 5th wedding anniversary, when Nick Dunne discovers that his wife, Amy, has mysteriously disappeared from their home in North Carthage, Missouri. There are signs of a struggle in the house, and Nick immediately reports her missing. As the local police, led by Detective Rhonda Bonney, begin their investigation, they find increasingly troubling evidence that suggests foul play. Nick and Amy's marriage is revealed to be far from perfect through a series of flashbacks. Amy, a New York City native, was the inspiration for her parents' popular Amazing Annie children's book series, which brought her a form of reluctant celebrity. Nick, a former writer and journalist, is laid back and easygoing, contrasting sharply with Amy's meticulous and controlled demeanor. Their relationship, which began as a whirlwind romance, has deteriorated over the years. Financial struggles and Nick's infidelity have created a chasm between them. The couple moved from New York to Missouri to take care of Nick's ailing mother, further straining their relationship. The investigation and media circus. As the investigation into Amy's disappearance deepens, the media becomes increasingly interested in the story. Nick, under the glare of the media spotlight, behaves inappropriately, smiling for cameras, speaking about Amy in the past tense, which begins to turn public opinion against him. He becomes the prime suspect in the eyes of the media and the public. Meanwhile, through a series of diary entries written by Amy, the audience is led to believe that she feared for her life, worried about Nick's temper and strange behavior. These diary entries paint Nick as aggressive, resentful, and potentially dangerous. The twist. Amy's master plan. However, the film takes a dramatic turn, revealing that Amy is alive and has orchestrated her disappearance. Feeling betrayed by Nick's infidelity and angered by his perceived complacency, Amy meticulously planned her disappearance to frame Nick for her murder. She has dyed her hair, changed her appearance, and has been hiding in plain sight. Amy's plan is elaborate and well calculated. She befriends a neighbor, plants evidence to incriminate Nick, and creates a diary that fabricates a narrative of fear and abuse. Her goal is to punish Nick, but also to reclaim control of her life narrative, which she feels has been co-opted by others, including her parents through the Amazing Amy series. The unraveling. Nick, realizing he is being framed, hires Tanner Bolt, a high-profile lawyer known for defending husbands accused of killing their wives. Bolt advises Nick to go on a media offensive to regain public sympathy. Nick follows his advice and appears on a talk show, presenting a more favorable image and casting doubt on the narrative that he is a killer. Meanwhile, Amy's plan begins to unravel. She becomes a victim of robbery, losing the money she had set aside for her new life. Desperate and low on resources, she turns to an old admirer, Deasy Collins. Deasy, who has been obsessed with Amy since they were young, is more than willing to hide her in his secluded lake house. The climax. Amy's return. As Nick's public image improves, and it becomes clearer that he might not be convicted, Amy decides to return to Nick. She sees an opportunity to control her narrative once again and ensure her story ends on her terms. In a shocking turn, Amy murders Deasy, staging it to look like he kidnapped and abused her. She returns home, covered in blood, to a media frenzy. She tells the police and the public a harrowing story of kidnapping and escape, casting herself as a resilient survivor. Her story is implausible, but the physical evidence supports her claims, and she becomes a national hero. The conclusion. A twisted reunion. The film concludes with Nick and Amy back together, trapped in a marriage that is now more a media spectacle than a relationship. Nick knows the truth about Amy, but he is unable to prove it. Amy, aware of Nick's knowledge, uses her public image and the threat of public opinion to keep him at her side. The final scenes are a chilling depiction of a relationship based on deceit, manipulation, and mutual dependency. Nick and Amy are bound together not by love, but by a shared secret and a warped understanding of each other. They remain in the public eye, a seemingly perfect couple, while their private life is a twisted mirage. Please like and subscribe our channel to watch and enjoy superb TV shows and movie recap videos. One more thing, don't forget to share this video with your friends. See you soon in the next video.
He tied me up like a dog. And then
she slit his throat with a box. Was there ever a big...
Great. Nick, what's next for you and Amy?
Thinking.